Aware that this new version of the bill from the Senate removes the writings of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yes.
Are you aware that this new version of the bill from the Senate removes the history of Native Americans?
The way the bill is laid out,
that's a yes or no question.
Because we were very clear that we could not be conclusive about every single document out there that we could. I'm going to give you an answer. This isn't a trial. I'm going to give you an answer.
Okay, I'm ready for the answer.
The way it's set out is so that a teacher can go to different documents in different authors by which to teach from. It's by no means meant to be a conclusive list.
Let me just ask you one more time. Are you aware that this new version of the bill from the Senate removes the history of Native Americans? It's on page 3 of the side-by-side if you don't have it in front of you.
Then I believe you.
Okay. Are you aware that this new version of the bill removes mentions of Cesar Chavez?
Yes.
Are you aware that this new version of the bill removes mentions of Susan B. Anthony?
Yes, I am.
Yet the new version of the bill from the Senate, this is not the bill we all passed as a House, but the Senate's version, it still includes the writings of Alexis de Tocqueville, and he's not even an American. Could that be because he's a white man? Aware that...
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or forbear. And this is going to be a real quick lesson. All right, as you've seen in the video clip, they're talking about removing quote-unquote American history out of the history books that are being taught to the children in the schools. All right, and pretty much, man, what we're seeing here is that, okay, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is his dirt is being brought up. He's being brought to shame, and he's trying to cover that up. All right, but it can't be covered up, man. I mean, the cat's out the bag. All right, that wicked, whose works are after the spiritual demon Satan is being revealed, and that is Esau Edom, none other than the so-called white man. All right, and it said that he would be revealed in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, but it's also in the prophecies, okay, that that he'd be put to shame for all of his wickedness. His nakedness would be uncovered. And we're going to go ahead and bring that out in the scriptures. All right. Now, I could go really deep into this topic, but I'm going to keep it short. And Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. So here we are in Isaiah the 47th chapter. And it says, verse 1, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." All right. This is talking about America. Okay. And the reason why it says virgin daughter is because America is likened unto a whore. All right, that's never been, never been popped. There's never been invasion on American soil. All right, it's never been, taken over by enemy troops. But we know that with World War III, that this is going to be the first time that there's going to be an actual invasion of other nations on American soil, and this place is going to get utterly and completely destroyed. So come and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right, because for a long time, the people of the world thought of America as the Lady Liberty, okay, the land of the free. All right, the American dream. All right, this is where everybody wanted to come. It says, "Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." Okay, so the nakedness is being uncovered. All right, and that nakedness means the wickedness of this place. All right, all the murder, rape, robbery, all right, and witchcraft that America has done to the Lord's chosen people. Okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, who really are of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, all that evil is getting uncovered, and then also not only that, but, Esau's wickedness and how he's went around the world, all right, murdering and robbing the people that dwell on the face of the earth, stealing their resources, setting up mock governments and rebellion groups to go up against the governments of different nations so they can come in and steal their resources. All these different things are being uncovered, all right? And this is what it's talking about, that nakedness, all right, is being seen. All right, let's go to, once again, I said I'm going to make this real quick. Habakkuk chapter 2. All right. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse, let's see. Okay, it says, I'll start at verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right, that one who's upright, so like the one whose soul is lifted up, that's talking about Esau, Edom. All right, he's known as the most proud. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So in every, Edomite nation, okay, where the Edomites rule, all right, you see that it's ran by, predatory capitalism, all right, greed, especially America, okay, greed, robbery, oppression of the lower class, all right. It says, and also neither keepeth he at home. He's always out in other countries' business, quote unquote, delivering and bringing in democracy, all right, which the people and the nations, they don't really want. You're really just an invading force coming over to steal your resources. And anyone who doesn't play ball, or who doesn't comply with these unrighteous laws and decrees that you try to implement upon them, all right, they get ostracized. Their leaders are labeled terrorists, and then you push that propaganda on the people so that they will support you going in and murdering and robbing these different weaker nations. But that's coming to an end, and all that history is being brought out the same way that you did the so-called Native Americans, the same way that you did the so-called Negroes. All right, you've went out there and you've oppressed different nations all over the world. All right, but specifically, they're trying to remove that history of what they did to the Lord's chosen people here in America, Babylon. All right. So it says, verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, and a taunting proverb, meaning like we're going to taunt him with our words. All right. That's and that's pretty popular right now. It's popular to hate on the so-called white man. All right. And that's because the Lord has made it that way. All right. Once again, he's uncovering their nakedness. The whole world is seeing who the devil really is. All right. It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. All right. Because they go around stealing, robbing. You know what I'm saying? Woe to him, destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? Okay. How the people were saying, how long? Especially us, the children of Israel that are still in captivity. All right. We're saying, how long until the Lord comes? You see? It says, unto him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right. He's piled up debt. Okay. He's piled up debt for himself. America is in millions and billions of dollars worth of debt. All right. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. So all the nations are starting to see who the devil really is, especially with this new latest scandal with the Israelis, okay, the 1948ers and the Palestinians, how they're just over there slaughtering those people. It's just a genocide. The whole world is looking at, pretty much right now, it's the whole world versus Esau. Okay, they're looking at them like, look at these devils, man. And the people are getting sick of it, and they're about to rise up against them. That's what this is talking about. It says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house. All right, and covet means desire something that's not yours. I say that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. So, Esau has built wealth and riches and a false safety net by spoiling all the people of the earth. All right. It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. Okay. So, and that's what they're trying to cover up. All right. They can't cover up history, man. All right. That shame is upon them. It says, for the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. All right. And that's exactly what they have done. Okay. They have, this whole town is built off bloodshed. All right. The whole Babylon the Great, America, is built off of bloodshed. All right. And iniquity. I'm going to skip down. I'm just make this real quick. Verse 16. Okay. Habakkuk 2:16, it says, Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Okay, and the foreskin represents, once again, uncleanness. Okay, let your wickedness be uncovered, all the evil that you've done. All right, so instead of glory, because at one time, you know, the so-called white man was looked at as the pinnacle of morality. All right, everybody looked at him like, oh, look, we need to be more like the white man. He's got, you know, he's got the money, he's got the nice fancy suit, his slick back hair, the blue eyes. You know, all over the world, nations idolized the Europeans. Right, it was Esau, Edom. But now that glory is being traded in for shame. Everybody's looking at them like, these are the devils, man. It says, let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. All right, and that word to spew is like to throw all over. So we're, you know, now us being the Israelites, okay, we're throwing dirt, you know, all over Esau's name, but it's not unrighteous. You know, we're not lying. We're not falsely accusing. All right. All we're doing is bringing up that history of what they've done to our people and what they do all over the world. All right. And they're trying to cover that up now. All right. Because they don't want their children to feel shame for what their forefathers have done. All right. But there's no way to escape that. OK, there's no way for them to escape that. All right. And it says that their children shall pay for the sins of their fathers. All right. Actually, the scripture. Let's go ahead and get this right quick. Children shall complain for ungodly fathers. All right. Sirach, chapter 41 and verse 7. Okay, Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 41 and verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. Exactly what's happening. That word reproach, it means to address someone in such a way as to express disapproval or disappointment or rebuke. All right, and that's exactly what you see going on with the children of Esau. Okay, everybody's looking at them with a side eye, like, look at these devils, man. That's why they're trying to cover up their history, but they can't. All right, there's no way they can cover it up. And their end result, 2/3 of our people don't like this, but we're going to bring it out anyways. All right, this is going to be the end result of the wicked. All right, Esau, Edom. Okay, Isaiah chapter 21, it's like Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. All right, so that's what's getting ready to come, and they're trying to prolong that. They're trying to cover up that shame, that nakedness. Okay, let's get a few more scriptures. I'm going to wrap it up. All right, this is Obadiah chapter 1, all right, and verse 2. Okay, I'm just going to start at verse 1, because just to tell you exactly who he's speaking to, so there's no mistakes. Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, concerning Edom, okay, the so-called white man. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. All right, this is what's getting ready to come. All the nations are getting ready to come up against Esau, Edom, which we just read about in Habakkuk chapter 2. All right, it says, shall they not all suddenly rise up and vex thee, okay, and bite thee? It says, verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Okay, and that's exactly what's, you know, they were despised among the people of the world. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, because they're known as cave dwellers. They came from the caves of Mount Seir. Originally, it says, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's exactly how they think. All right, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and every pretty much America, specifically the daughter of Babylon, that's the national bird, the eagle. All right, though thou exalt thyself, meaning they lift themselves up, and though as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay, and I'm gonna skip down, and let's see. I'm gonna skip down to, I'll read verse 7. Or, no, so like, I'll read verse 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So now all of his secrets, his wickedness is being exposed. It says, all the men of their confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and they prevailed against thee. Okay, and what is it speaking of? This is speaking of Psalms, the 83rd chapter. Okay, they made a confederacy to go up against the children of Israel so that we would lose our heritage. But now all those same nations that they joined hands with to come up against us, all right, to cut us off from being a nation, that was what they tried to do. Okay, now all those different heathen nations are getting ready to rise up against them. And it's all the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. All right, once again, this is referring to the Psalms 83rd chapter alliance. All right, that's breaking right before our eyes. Okay, and I'm going to skip down to verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right, so that's and we just read that in Isaiah the 14th chapter. All right, so that's exactly what's going to happen. But what does it say? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Look at what they did to the so-called Negroes. All right, had us in slavery. You see, had us in hardcore bondage, and in the so-called Latinos, Native American Indians as well. All right, and they came over here, stole their land, murdered, raped them. All these things they did to the children of Israel. All right, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. And that's why they're trying to hide that history, but they can't hide it. And thou shalt be cut off forever. All right, and they've came up against us multiple times. But I'm going to close out with this. All right, Job, the 18th chapter. Going down. All right, Job chapter 18 and verse 17. And it reads, it says, his remembrance shall perish from off the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. Because right now they are the light bearers. All right, that word Lucifer. Okay, and Lucifer refers to what the world knows as the Illuminati. All right, all that means is the light bearers, okay, those who hold the light. So right now, they have the light on the left-hand side. They have the rulership, the kingdom. All right, but that's getting ready to be snatched out of their hands by Yahweh Shem Yahushai himself. All right, it says, I'm going to read that again, Job 18 and 18. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. All right, they that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High. All right, so this is what's going to happen. Okay, to Esau, Edom, he's getting ready to be chased out of the earth. All right, but anyways, man, once again, you see they're trying to cover up that history, but the cat's out of the bag. It's too late, and that's why they know. Actually, if I close out with this, they know that their time is coming to an end, so they're doing everything that they can. All right. And what it's going to end up in is them coming down having great wrath. All right. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. All right. Why are we going to rejoice? Because we know that once he comes down having great wrath, the Heavenly Father is going to lift up a standard against him. All right. That's let's get that right quick. That is Isaiah 59 and 19, I believe. All right, so he's going to come down having great wrath because he knows he has a short time. Yep, here it is. Okay, I get this first. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Okay, that's the people on the earth. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, so he knows his time is coming to an end. So he's doing everything that he can, all right, to try to, cover up history. And all these 2/3. Oh, Esau's not the white man. You can't stop prophecy. All right. And when he comes in with great wrath, it's how the Lord gonna get down on him. It says Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy, okay, Esau, Edom, the wicked, shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. All right. And it's going to be, the angels down here defending the elect, Michael the archangel being one of them. All right. And it's going to be great and miraculous. OK, so once we see these things come to pass, we know that our redemption draweth nigh. All right. But anyways, man, I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord's will. This was edifying. It's a quick lesson, edifying to the hopeful elect, wherever you may be scattered across the four winds of heaven, the four corners of the earth. As always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Until next time, Shalom.